last, but don't you feel like something's missing here?
I mean, the title just is, I think, is reflective of just sort of, in general, not just in music, but in life, sort of, I guess, feeling like a sense of urgency in whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're, whether it's in your work or something you're passionate about, or in your relationship, or whatever it is. Just really kind of seizing the moment when the moments come, and I think that that's kind of just a recurring theme on the album, if not Now When, but it's also just a recurring theme, and I think throughout all of our lives in general, to really kind of live in the moment and grab a moment when it comes to you. Being able to identify that, I think that's the most difficult part, is sort of being able to put a finger on when that moment actually pops up. That's the hardest part, at least for me. What do you think, Jose?
Yeah, and I sort of agree. I think it's just, like Mike was saying, this just general theme that I think everyone sort of can relate to. I know for myself, I sometimes procrastinate and don't do the things I should and be as spontaneous as I should. So this is just sort of a reminder to be able to do that. And I think everyone's lives would be much richer if we were just to be spontaneous and just do the things we wanted to now, as opposed to waiting or never doing it. So it seemed fitting. It seemed fitting for the time now, and I think for time to come, it'll make sense, When we released this record, we did it in sort of this unique way where we sort of had this almost like a 24-hour live cast from a place in Hollywood. And each night, for 6 nights, we played a show. And it was a very intimate setting, and we played sometimes whole records from top to bottom, or sometimes just a mix of everything. And it was such a fun, unique time and space where people came in. It was sort of like just a place where people hung out. Families were coming, dogs were running around, and there was canvases all over the wall, so people were painting, and it was just like this cool hang spot where we would play at the end of the day. So we wanted to sort of do something for our audience and for the fans who were part of that, and for people who saw it and weren't able to be there. So each night will be recorded and released with part of that. We have parts of the canvases that we drew on for those 6 or 7 days being part of it, and there's just tons of video, tons of music, and it's just this big package that we thought would be really cool for our fans to have. And even for myself, it's just, it's a moment in time, that we've recorded, and it's sort of like this physical thing we can listen to, touch, feel, see, and it's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited for it.
Pardon me while I burst. Pardon me while I burst. A decade ago, I never thought I would be at 23 on the verge of spontaneous combustion. Well, it's me, but I guess that it comes with a territory and I'm honest left.
Yeah, the sound's always changing, and it will always continue to change. I mean, if you look at our records that we've made ever since 1995 was the first time we ever put out an album. They've changed a lot over those years, and it continues to change. It's one of the things that I think our audience expects at this point, that every time we make an album, it's going to sound very different than the last one that we made. And those departures are not any attempt to sort of minimalize the importance of what we had done before, because it's like all the music that we've made, all the records that we've put out, like we've loved those records and we love making that music. but it always we always hope that it feels new. You know, it has to feel new to us somehow. And sometimes we do things that are reminiscent of things that we've done in the past, but we do that because it feels good. That's really the only reason why. There's nothing more sort of complicated or sophisticated than that. But we're always trying to make it feel new, you know. So that's why it always sounds a bit different.
I think it's part of the reason why music is different from record to record is because we're changing as people. We just get older. You know, we become just a little wiser, a little better at what we do. We're just evolving as human beings, just like our music is evolving. So it will be different every time we sit down to make a record. I think, you know, we sort of set goals for ourselves when we make a record. So we sort of set a goal of going out for over a year and playing our new music to the world. So for us, coming to Europe a couple of times, or go to the South Pacific Rim and do a run down there a couple of times, tour the States a couple of times. For us,
huh?
Yeah, come and get it. It's just, you know, it's our goal to play our new music and play our old music as well to fans of ours, because this is, you know, it's our career. This is what we love to do, and yeah, this is the way we make our living, but also this is the way we spread our music around. And we have lots of fans who come from all over the place to see us, and I love playing music. I love playing shows. It's tiring, and when we're gone for a long time, you know, I miss home, and it's exhausting on us and the crew, but it's definitely worth it, and I still love to do it after 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of places that we haven't played, even like we never played Rome before. You know, this is the first time we've ever played here as well. Like, there's still a lot of places we've never played, so we wanted to kind of come back and play in some places that are new for us, you know, and like to come here and play in this beautiful castle. It's amazing, you know. Maybe you guys think it's very normal, but for us it's very exotic. You know, we don't really have venues like this in the United States, so this is a special for us. Well, I mean, there are a lot of different factors that go into determining what songs we play every night. Some of it has to do with stamina, like the pacing. Like for Brandon's voice, for example, like there are some songs that are very difficult for him to sing, others that are difficult for other members of the band to play. So sometimes we try and make it so that we're going to be able to play the best that we can for the longest period of time. And also we have a lot of music now at this point, you know. We have a lot of albums to cover, and we realize that our audience, you know, they might like our you know, newest album or some of the songs on our newest album, but we know that they're also here to listen to the music that we've been making for many years. So we try and really put in a lot of different music from our different albums for the audience, you know. And it's fun for us too. We don't get sick of playing those songs. It's like people say, like, oh, you must be so tired of playing the song Drive, or wish you were here at this point. And like, I don't really get tired of playing those songs. It's fun, you know. It's an honor for us, you know, just to be able to play music and have, you know, an audience of, you know, thousands, tens of thousands of people singing the lyrics to the songs. It's crazy. It doesn't get old.